Well, I think the president does have sort of a back channel to these people that we don't know much about. You know, with all the president's problems, with all the problems in the world, he's got all the world leaders on his phone. I mean, he could dial any of them, whether it's Putin or Xi or Kim. So he wants to make sure that Kim behaves himself, and the president doesn't need any more problems than he has right now trying to balance economic security with public safety. But we know that Kim is testing things. We haven't seen him in public much, and according to the New York Times, there's much speculation about where he is and whether he's ill or not or something like that. And of course, he looks like a walking diabetes case. I mean, it's not impossible for a guy like that to disappear overnight, and God knows what we get next. But the president likes to keep up his notes with this guy, and if people deny it, well, that's beside the point. I think the president talks to him from time to time, and he likes to keep him close, as they say in the Godfather movies.
Yeah, the classics. Yeah. Hey, just on the other issue, these protesters that are out and about, they're wanting to get outside. They wanted to, restart the economy and get their lives back on track, and that's exactly what President Trump wants to happen. But the governors are in the way, and they are probably right. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, look, the president has been pushing a scenario that this lockdown is about to end and that there's a cure around the corner. Now, all the military experts, all the medical experts, Pete, said that this is a fantasy. So what the president has done in the last week or so, he's attacked the governors for not moving quick enough. He has attacked Joe Biden for being soft on China. He's attacked China for not being more forthcoming about information. So he's sort of deflecting. Now, look, he's encouraging people who are, many of them are militia people. They're open gun carry types, and there's a story behind them that I think the Australian public hasn't worked out yet. I made some calls across America yesterday, the four main areas: the East Coast, Midwest, Rocky Mountains, and the West Coast. And I asked friends who are in the media and other places, what's it like to go shopping? And there are critical food shortages in the American food chain. There are people who can't find certain things. And I'm not talking about frozen pizza and potato chips. I'm talking about basic foods. We got 22 million Americans out of work. A lot of them are queued up in mile-long queues to get boxes of food from the agricultural department, things like this. I think these people who've gone to Virginia, the capital of Virginia and Texas, I think they represent sort of an awakening by people that they have to do something themselves. And, of course, they're going to attack people who are holding them back. Now, Americans, as you probably well know, and even Australians, they can only tell them what to think and what to say and where to stand for so long before they push back. Now, what they do is maybe symbolic, or at least it helps them. But, there's a problem behind all of this, and that is if we don't sort of add up all of our problems here, that is, unless we have some testing when we start open the economy, it isn't going to work. The consensus in the medical community is if we don't find the virus will find us.